What did a prank during field training accidentally uncover? Fort Irwin, 2015, midsummer heat bouncing off the desert hard enough to fry your brain. We were in the middle of a month-long field exercise. Everyone smelled like MRE trash and hopelessness. My squad was running security drills near the mock village, and boredom had reached the dangerous point where dumb ideas start sounding brilliant. Enter Specialist Alvarez, our resident troublemaker. He decides he's going to prank our platoon sergeant, Staff Sergeant Hayes, by sneaking into his ruck and replacing his hydration bladder with one filled entirely with blue sports drink. The idea was that Hayes, who prided himself on being the most squared-away NCO in the brigade, would take a sip mid-patrol and end up with Smurf mouth in front of everyone. Alvarez swaps it out while Hayes is briefing the LT, and we all wait like hyenas for the kill shot. But then, Hayes doesn't drink. Hours go by. Patrol's wrapping up when Hayes finally takes a swig, except instead of a mouthful of blue Gatorade, he gets a mouthful of air. Turns out, the bladder had been bone dry before Alvarez swapped it, which was weird because Hayes topped it off that morning. Hayes stops dead, pops open the pack, and finds the bladder has been sliced clean through near the base, like a razor cut. Now the prank is on pause and the mood shifts. That's when I remember a weird detail from the day before. I'd seen a civilian contractor, part of the Op 4 role players, loitering near our gear racks after we'd been told to secure them. Hayes gets real quiet, asks who was around our stuff. We go back to the staging area, and sure enough, 2 other rucks have the same precise cut. Inside one, a GPS tracker taped under the hydration bladder pouch. The exercise enemy had infiltrated our gear to simulate sabotage, but here's the kicker. They were using real tracking devices, not the training ones. That meant someone had brought unauthorized tech into a supposedly controlled army exercise. Range control loses their minds. CID gets called. Turns out one of the contractors was freelancing, selling battlefield footage online using live location data from our movements. The only reason it got caught was because Alvarez decided to pull a joke with blue Gatorade. If Hayes had just sipped water like normal, we never would have opened the pack and found the cut. The exercise gets frozen, the contractor gets detained, and our platoon gets a safety award for identifying and neutralizing an operational security breach. Hayes refuses to explain to the brigade commander how we found it, so the whole thing becomes classified in that way the army loves, everyone knows, but it's not officially documented. Alvarez got smoked for the prank, but also got a coin from the brigade commander for initiative. The rest of the rotation, Hayes kept his ruck locked like it was holding nuclear codes. To this day, he swears he would have noticed the cut eventually. We all know that's a lie. If it wasn't for the dumbest prank in our company's history, we'd have been walking around with enemy GPS trackers for the rest of the exercise. Sometimes OPSEC wins come from the weirdest places.